Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video let's take a look at semiconductors. We have earnings happening today. We have Tesla, Google, those earnings happening, but in this video I'll be focusing on Nvidia, AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, and Micron. And also, high level, I'll go over Texas Instruments because they had their earnings as well today, and I would have expected that Nvidia and other semiconductors would have made the move as well in the post market of the Texas Instruments earnings, but that's not the case. So you can see this is Nvidia in the post market, not a big any reaction there. But if I take you over to Texas Instruments, this thing in the post market is gapping up. So definitely, they have beat on both the fronts. And usually when one company in semiconductor would have some really great blowout to the upside, especially these earnings, you would see a reaction in others. Well, I'm not seeing on Nvidia, but anyways, so let's talk about the price action and technicals. As for starting off with Nvidia, what it's doing, right, how to trade Nvidia from here on, and then we'll jump into other semiconductors as well, guys. So let's begin. Now, we today rejected underneath of 20 days moving average on Nvidia. We are still not above that higher side of the blue box, that is around 125 area, right? So Nvidia is still below that hanging pivot, right, and below 20 days moving average on the daily interval. And also on hourly interval, this thing is still below 200 hours moving average. So, and that's why we are not 80%, we are not there as for the bullishness. Okay, we are maybe in the blue box. At least yesterday, once we got into it, yes, we started to look much more bullish, like 65% around. But then the strength is not coming in to push it higher, right? So, and that's why this hanging pivot that I talked about in the morning as well, with this 200 hours moving average, is still the next zone of the resistance pivot in this overall structure. That is, when it gets into the blue box, it gets into the zone of indecisiveness, and as soon as we go below this blue box, definitely we are more again back in the bears territory. All right, and that's why, especially trading between, guys, the 20 and 50 days moving average is always a zone of sandwichness. I coined that term, zone of sandwichness is what I call it. All right, so again, trade it intraday only, that's what I would say. Now, seeing the price action today, right, we are back again below $123 level. Above that is, as I said, structure starts to change, but then full on change again to the upside structure would be about 125 and 50 cents, but Nvidia is still not able to do that though. Definitely next big move on the flush side would be below 117, but so you get my point, right? This is the zone where it's going to chop around whatever traded intraday only, and that's what I would say. So what are the levels to watch here, right? What is the price action doing today here? So let's go to the hourly interval. And so what we have today, price tried to go up, but got again sold off just a little bit over the high of yesterday, right? So this is not sufficient for us to confirm that strength. Now, hey, don't count it out yet though, all right? We still have Nvidia holding above, at least on intraday, this zone of little bit of consolidation, right? So you can still use it as intraday. If Nvidia continues to stay above tomorrow 50 hours moving average, and also the level of 121 and 53 cents above, this is still just an upside play. All right, if tomorrow we lose 121 and 48 cents, then guys, we are coming lower. Yes, that will lose the pivots, lose this consolidation on the intraday levels, and then we might be coming again down to 117. So for tomorrow, this is the level to watch, 121 and 48 cents. Easy peasy, nothing complicated. That's pretty much for Nvidia, guys. All right, so let's go to the other semiconductors. Let's take a look at AMD, and AMD is a little bit up in the post market. We'll take a look at it in just a second. Let me actually see how much is Texas Instrument is affecting it. I doubt it. Yeah, not really, not much, nothing much. So, guys, so AMD, okay, since we are on hourly interval, the play is on actually hourly interval. Let's just talk about it here first. So, if we get above 156 and 90 cents, then only I expect this rebound in some good strength to come to the upside. Otherwise, yeah, if we continue to break these levels now to the downside, also the significant levels, together with this 200 days moving average tomorrow, if we lose this again tomorrow, we're just going to continue to sell off. All right, you can already see that AMD is, this little bit of a dead cat bounce is coming and it's just willing to just continue lower. So just be very careful around this zone. Now there is another case that can happen. Let's say AMD breaks below 200 days moving average and gets to 150, but really gets bought back up and gets above 200 days moving average. Guys, then the rebound most likely is coming. All right, so it all comes down to the price reaction around this level of 153 and 30 cents. All right. So that's AMD. And let's take a look at SMCI now. So SMCI is still trying to find that pivot, some support down here. The rebound, guys, strong rebound would be if without breaking much lower from here, that is without breaking below like 762 and 91 cents. If now it can get above this 804, yes, I expect rebound play until 20 and 50 days moving average. That's pretty much on SMCI. Let's actually go to the hourly interval. If I see something else, let me take a look at that as well. No, yeah, that's the level. 804 is what I would say. Then only upside rebound I would expect much more stronger, like at least back to 200 hours moving average, or the significant level to the upside, right? The one that is marked over here, that is 855 almost. All right, let's take a look at ARM. So ARM had a good day today and trying to regain back into the blue box now. That's what it is, guys. It will only become again a short play if it loses 163 and 95 cents. Until then, this is just a pivot now on ARM, and it can pull backs on this, can be bought back up as long as we stay above 163 and 60 cents. All right, this is a good, really good formation of pivot here. Okay, it's not complicated. That's pretty much what it is. Let's actually take a look at hourly interval as well again. Yeah. And as I said yesterday that, guys, if we continue to stay above this $164, the likelihood is that we'll test this blue box 200 hours moving average. Now, I'm saying pullbacks are buy, right? Or again, well, just keep this in mind. If it rejects at 200 hours moving average intraday, this may sell off. If it rejects up there, but this is still the level 108 and 67 and 64 cents for a potential just a pullback and a play. If and only if we lose this, then it's about to be like again going then down, just because we have a pivot forming on the daily interval now. All right, Broadcom. So Broadcom is still between 20 and 50 days moving average. Definitely the strong upside play would be above 166 and 92 cents. Otherwise, if we lose 161 and 86 cents tomorrow, you can expect again much more downside on this tomorrow. But yeah, this is the level. These are the levels to watch on Broadcom for tomorrow. That is above 166 and 92 cents and 161 and 86 cents for the downside. Especially also watch that 20 days moving average on Broadcom. Micron is just not able to do a rebound as well. It's just, yeah, it looks like if tomorrow it breaks this 130 and it's just plummeting next level lower. Yeah, right now for rebound, like a strong rebound strength would be if it can get above 20 and 50 hours moving average, and also one of these levels like 116 and 33 cents, then only some rebound I expect on this. Otherwise, now if we lose 113 and 60 cents to the downside, then it's a flush tomorrow. Let's take a look at Texas Instruments as well. And so in the post market, as we know, it's been going up. So $206 is where it is right now. Now this thing is a very choppy thing. It just goes sideways, or right now it's been going up. That's why I don't trade. I don't have any position on Texas Instruments, guys, just so you know. It's a good chart though. It's a strong chart. And now it's at what, $206 level. So let's actually mark this here. So it would be, yeah, I won't, again, yeah, guys, this thing is, when these things are so choppy, like sideways, there is no guarantee that tomorrow is just going to continue higher. Technically, it should be a continuation after a good post earnings, but just work with the levels. Yeah, technically still holding the bullish structure. I would just expect much more choppiness on this or upside. It's not a bearish, it's not a swing bearish play, just remember that. So it's just a choppy play. Like, sure, some upside may continue if it holds above certain significant levels now. And like, yeah, very simply put it, like if like 200 hours moving average, if it stays above it, sure, it can continue higher tomorrow. If it stays above 205, it can continue higher. If it starts to do a pullback, wherever you see some green candle comes, confirmation come, you can try to buy as long as we stay above 200 hours moving average. There is nothing much in these choppy stocks you can do for trading. Choppy stocks that just do this, they are mostly just like long-term plays, range-bound plays, or long-term investment plays. They are for for day trading. You can trade them with using my levels and significant levels and all of that. But the ones that makes the most moves are the ones that I talk about on my channel, right? Like Nvidia, AMD, SMCI, ARM, and all these things. Like they cover, like they pick the direction and they pick the direction. That's why it's also important, like what type of stocks you are trading in the market. All right, guys, that's all for this video, and I'll be doing Tesla later today once the earnings calls has happened and everything. Earnings are out already. I'll talk about that in a separate video. Google also with the tech stocks I'll talk about later. All right, see you in the next videos. Bye.